Oh, you got a pack of cards there, buddy, do you?
Got to remove the Joker.
All right. Is this rolling? Are you just doing cards? Because this isn't going to be very good for people listening on Spotify.
They can hear the sounds.
Music. That's good. So, okay, Jack's playing with cards. That's fun, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a trick I learned.
This is the infantile episode.
That's a trick I learned. Do you want to see it again?
Yeah.
One more time. Ooh.
But no one can see the... Shut up! I'm talking! And welcome to episode 2 of TommyInnit and Jack Manifold's podcast.
Shut up, I'm talking, shut up, I'm talking, shut up, I'm talking, shut up, I'm talking, shut up, shut up, shut up, I'm talking, shut up, shut up.
Oh, wasn't that seamless? I said the title in the beginning, everyone's going to clap because I heard the title of the thing they're watching, like in Venom, when Carnage says, "Let there be carnage."
Oh, he does say that.
That was awesome,
in Venom 2, Let There Be Carnage, the worst Venom film.
Yeah. All of the Venom films are actually the worst Venom film.
No, the first one was fine.
The first one was Venom, and then it took a real downhill. And that anecdote was for all of our Venom fans in the audience. Why you to put the cards away?
Just closing them, yeah.
This isn't... No one's going to be able to get
Shout
it.
out Dan Rhodes. Dan Rhodes cards. Those little YouTube magician. He gave me a pack of cards.
Oh, I know Dan Rhodes.
Yeah, he gave me a pack of cards.
Me and Molly once sat on a bus with him, and he went, "Do you want to do a magic trick?" We went, "Dan, this is your 4th magic trick in the past hour. We don't want to do it." And
Dan does magic. That's his stuff.
He does, yeah, but he does a lot of magic, does our Dan.
That's his thing.
Jack, how are you?
I'm well.
So it's been your birthday this week, hasn't it?
It's been my birthday and I've been on holiday, which is 2 positive things.
That sounds great.
It was? It
Does
was. How
matter.
was your week?
Well, it wasn't my birthday and I wasn't on holiday, so it's just been sort of...
Well, you were somewhere, weren't you?
I went up to Nottingham, saw my mum, but then she was sick, so I ended up looking after her like a housemaid. And then I was looking after the dogs, and there was this one moment where I was outside picking up dog poo, feeding dogs, where I thought...
Feeding dogs the poo.
It was just horrid, man. It was just this horrid manual labour I had to do.
Well, my week hasn't been that. My week's been great. Had my birthday, lived it up large. I've been in Greece. I've been in. I was in Croatia briefly. Montenegro. I've been everywhere.
You've had but of course, because the cruise pops.
I was on a cruise.
You were on the cruise, weren't you? That
so
was
they take you around all the different places. Yeah,
a cruise.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I could do that. But look, before we delve into our cruise talk, what everyone's here for, we have our first segment of the podcast, the worst moment of the week. Because even though yours has been amazing, Jack, I'm sure there's been something bad in it.
There's dark moments.
Do you want to tell us your dark moment first?
Sure, I can open with
Open, man.
I got to give a bit of context, right? So cruises, there's a lot happening. It's like you think you're just on a boat, but it's like a boat that has everything, right?
Big, innit?
It's a big boat.
Yeah.
You go and you think, how on earth does this thing float? It's the size of a small town. But it does. It floats on water and has all this cool stuff, right? And one of the things it has is a theater. Like a 300-person seater theater, like a genuine full-sized venue on a boat.
All right.
And every night there would be shows, and usually it's the same cast of like theater kids that have sort of hoped to get into Hollywood.
Into a boat.
Well, they've sort of tried to get into Hollywood and sort of settled on ship. And you can really tell that this is sort of like they all want to be off the ship, but the ship is what they've got.
Shout
now.
out to them boat kids, man, listening to this.
Some of them were great, but like
some of them not great.
Look,
oh yeah, let's not make this the boat bragging on boat kids episode.
No, I love because afterwards they were sort of also just staff on the boat, so you just sort of would see them around.
So there'd be drama in, and then they'd just be like feeding you.
You'd be up on the pool deck, and they'd be doing like party on the deck, and the cast would be going around just making chit chat with you.
Oh man, so it's like an immersive experience.
Yeah, but anyway,
this doesn't sound bad at all.
But, no, it's good. But then one night, well, a couple of nights, but I'm talking about one specifically. Okay. They had like guest acts. So one night they had like a Freddie Mercury tribute. He was great. Lovely. And then another night they had a comedy magician. That's where I've thrown my cards away, but that's why I start this with a little magic flair, right?
Okay.
And this comedy magician, I heard he was going on like I said to Ellie, like we gotta go. I love magic.
You love magic.
I love magic. And I love jokes.
And where better place to see them than a boat theater?
A boat in the middle of the ocean.
As they famously say, boat magicians are the best magicians.
They always say cruise performers are the best performers. So I went, you know what, this is going to be great. And I went, you know what?
Sorry to all the cruise performers watching this episode that have been...
They know. They know. Everyone knows. I've never even been on a cruise before prior to this, and everyone knew the thing of like cruise performances are the whatever. So
if you ever see the TommyInnit cruise tour, just know that things of I know and you know, so let's not talk about it.
Let's all go. Thank God he's still here, right? Anyway, there's a cruise magician. I went, I like magic, and I know he's gonna pick on people. I'm gonna sit in the front row.
Please pick on me.
I wanted this. I wanted to be involved in the magic, right? Okay. So I sit on not the front row.
I can see how this is gonna go badly.
Second to the front row, right?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
And he goes, and he comes out, and he's doing his thing, and he goes, "Who here has a wallet?" Right? And a guy goes, "Me," right? And he goes, "Can I see your wallet?" And he goes, "I don't have it on me." And he went, "What kind of fucking idiot are you? Obviously, I meant on you right now, not do you own a wallet ever?" So he then everyone laughs at this poor old guy in the front for being a moron. And he goes, "Who actually has a wallet on them?" And I put on my hand.
Go on.
I put on my hand. And he goes, "You, let's see that wallet." So I then pull out my wallet, right? And I go. So he comes down off the stage and he takes my wallet, and then he goes, "That was easy." And everyone laughs at me for being such a fool as to hand this man my wallet as he now runs off to the stage where I can't go because of, we all know the power dynamic.
Yeah,
of,
sure.
Can't
you could have gone up there and go, "I'll have you know I was Ian Simons, sir."
Well, just wait.
Okay, all right.
But
sorry.
Just wait. So he starts going through my wallet, and obviously he's a magician, so he starts pulling out things that weren't in there. He pulls out a condom. He goes, "Who's this with you?" I go, "That's my girlfriend." He goes, "You know what was on his mind when he took you on this cruise?"
Oh.
And he pulls out a condom and he shakes it around.
And he implies that you have sex.
And then he goes, "Oh, there's a picture in here. There's a picture in here, but that's not you. That's not her. It's a picture of his ex."
Oh.
And I go, if he manages to pull a picture out of my ex, this is gonna be a miracle. Because I don't think I ever owned one of those. And then he pulls out a picture of just the letter X. Everyone goes,
"Oh, that is a zing."
And then he pulls out like some like. And by the way, this wallet doesn't even have room for a picture. You couldn't even put pictures in this damn thing. But then he starts looking at the money, right?
Because
here's the thing:
podcast listeners that are new, Jack,
well, I don't usually carry around a lot of cash, but today I'm carrying around a lot of cash because as well as a theatre on the boat, they also had a casino. So I had quite a lot of cash on me.
It's a tacky boat.
I wanted to go to the casino after the show. So I'm now giving him a wallet with, I think, about 140 quid in it.
Oh, no.
And he pulls out 20 quid. And he goes, 20 quid here. Takes it to the front, gets me to sign it, right? And then he's like, "Come up on stage with me."
Oh, it wasn't like he wasn't a fan.
No, he goes,
"Okay.
No, just so he could do a magic trick, I assume,
sorry.
and prove that it was mine.
I love when you blew up the Dream SMP. No, all right, I get it.
But no, he went, "Come up on stage with me." So he drags me up on stage, right? And now I'm up on stage in front of, I genuinely, it's like a good few people, not as many as the, TommyInnit tour, but a couple hundred, right? I've written on the note, and he's like, "Look, I'm going to make this note appear. I've got an orange here. Where's your note gone?" Oh, he cuts open the orange. My note is inside the orange.
Oh, this sneaky bastard.
And I don't know how he's done it, because how has he put it in an orange? It was an unadulterated orange. And he's put a note in it. This is a miracle. Whatever. I'm thinking, great. I'm going to take my note, go back to my seat. He goes, "Jack, wait here.
Oh.
I've got more tricks for you." I went, "What?" Usually you get another person after this, but I think he saw there wasn't a particularly willing crowd.
Yeah.
So he was like, "Fuck it, we're keeping this guy up here." So he kept me up there. I'm genuinely, I must have been on that stage for 20 minutes. Like, it was this show became like a double act, right? He literally at one point had me put a tissue in my mouth and start ripping off bits and doing like a little dance with it. We were doing a dance. He's like, "Just follow my lead," and I'm pulling tissue out my mouth, doing a dance with him.
Was Eleanor in the crowd?
Yeah, she filmed the whole thing, by the way. She filmed.
Oh, I've got to see that.
I don't have the video. I have to get it off her. And then like, he does this bit where he, like pulls on the paper, but then it's a straw, and he goes, "Keep pulling." I just keep pulling. And he gets me to run all the way off the stage and all the way to the top of the theater, and I'm still pulling, and there's just more coming out of his mouth. And I'm just yanking, and there's more. and then I go back to the stage. Yeah, I've left the stage twice now and re-entered. I'm now firmly a member of supporting cast. And he goes, "I want you to tie me up. This ain't the first time you've done this, you dirty dog." He just said something like that.
He says that. Oh,
Something
he's
along those
obsessed
lines.
with sex, this boat magician, isn't he?
He was. So I tie up his hands behind his back, right? While I'm doing it, And this is my worst moment of the week.
Okay.
I'm on stage. I've been up there for a while
God
at
knows
this
how
point,
long.
right? I'm tying up this man in front of a bunch of cruise people. They're all like, by the way, most people who go on a cruise are like in their 50s. It's like a bunch of older people. I'm tying up a fella. And then he goes, "What do you do for a living, Jack?" And I just go, "Oh, Christ." And that genuinely just said, "Oh, Christ." He went, "What do you do?" He couldn't understand why I felt so upset that you'd asked me. So I have to go like, "Social media."
Oh,
and then he goes, "Social," and then like he just moves on. But at this point now, bear in mind, there's not loads. There's a good amount, but most people on the cruise are going to the show every night for the rest of the cruise now. I get stopped by people in their 50s going, "You're Jack." And they just, and I'm like, "Yeah." And then they either ask me about social media a little bit, or they just go, "Were you in on it?" Half of them started accusing me of being in on the tricks. Because I guess I didn't look too nervous on the stage. Because I was on the stage a while and didn't seem too uncomfortable. I guess they figured I was like a hired actor.
In on it?
And they like,
Jack?
"Were you in on it, Jack?" I'm like, "No, I'm actually on the cruise." Don't know how he did it.
That's hilarious.
They just wouldn't leave me for the rest of the cruise. And so I get stopped like every day. And I was like, thank God I'm someone who like is used to being stopped.
This is annoying.
Because I imagine I was just some other guy he pulled up who's now getting stopped every day on the cruise. It'd like ruin your holiday. But
Can you imagine? Oh, God. Yeah.
so yeah, I got stopped by old people every day, usually drunk old people, asking me how he did a magic trick. But occasionally, the worst part was right after the show, a couple of people who were on the cruise who were younger went, "I thought that was you up there. You're Jack Manifold."
Oh,
And then the older people would go, "That social media stuff's working. People know who he is."
Oh,
It was really awkward for the rest of the holiday.
Terrible. Because when you're on holiday, you don't want no one knowing your business.
No, and the thing about cruises, it's the same people on the boat. They only let people on and off once a week. So for at least a week, the roster of people on the boat doesn't change.
Yeah.
So you're just stuck with the same people for an entire
God.
week.
That is bad.
And like if they know who you are, that is just the way it is. So we did a holiday with a few people that now
That's brilliant.
would just call me Jack from the show.
Can I just you just reminded me of a really little story where when I was on Mexico on my first holiday, it was me, my mum, Freddie, and this young boy from Texas recognized me and he got a photo with me and then he posted it. And so my mum went and told him off because people on the internet found. But then I felt so bad that my mum had told him off that I built a big sand hole with him and hung out with him for an hour or so. Because I felt really bad.
I'll give him an hour of my time.
Me and Freddie hung out with him and we built sand holes with him.
That's nice.
Yeah, sorry, you just reminded me of that when my mum bollocked a kid for recognising me on a holiday because she didn't want a holiday disturbed.
It's a bit harsh.
No, I thought it was.
I think maybe she was in the wrong.
Yeah, no, she was. But it was just after the doxing, so she was a
I
bit
understand.
like, we don't
She was
want
on edge.
we don't want any bomb threats. But you know, at the same time, it was like, don't bollock this kid, mum. Anyway,
As an American kid too, he's never had a British bollocking
he's never
before.
had a British mum go, right then, you.
Yeah, that must have been an awful experience.
Yeah, by freaking Tommy and his mum. You see your favourite YouTuber, you think, oh, this is going to be amazing. And then his mum comes over and goes, you made a big mistake. Huge. Poor lad. But we built sand holes and his
God.
little brother was nice as well. That was a nice trip.
That's nice. But yeah,
Anyway,
well,
that was years ago.
other than my sort of
That is
weird,
a great worst moment.
my weird magic worst moment. What's yours?
I'm not sure mine's going to top it. Mine's also quite theatrical, right?
Mm.
So let me take you back about a month ago now to VidCon.
Mhm.
I met MatPat. Now, anyone that doesn't know MatPat, you're scum. But basically, he's just this amazing YouTuber. He's got, proper legacy. He's just quit. He's game theory. And he goes, I'm actually producing a musical in the West End if you want to come to it. God, I'd love to. He goes, I'm in London for the next week. I go, brilliant. We have that conversation and I forget about it, right? And then, I've not been on the internet very much. I go on Twitter and I realise a week ago, MatPat's gone, do you want to come to this musical? I'm in London. I go, oh, yeah, MatPat. Here's my WhatsApp. I text him on WhatsApp and he goes, oh, I'm not in London anymore, mate. I texted you a few times, but you didn't reply. So already, I've aired MatPat.
Yeah, you feel terrible.
And Molly was pissed
you
off at me
should.
because she could have got to meet MatPat. But then I can't go and meet him because I've actually left him on red. So I'm already just feeling like a prick. But we go up to London to see his produced musical. To get it sorted.
Was it good?
It was really good, but I'll get to that. It was superb. Your Lie in April. It was very, very good.
Wow.
But first of all, I just want to up the night because MatPat, when he was emailing between the tour crew and that, he sent this lovely email about me. It was just really flattering. I'll read it to you at some point. Maybe later on. It was really nice. MatPat was super kind.
No, that's nice.
It was, and he signed it Matthew Patrick, and it was fucking awesome.
That's sick.
Innit? So there's some email trivia.
That is his name. I mean,
Yeah, no, it's just awesome when you see it.
To be fair,
So we go there. We're a bit early. So we're in centre.
you would be for MatPat, wouldn't you? Though?
Yeah, you get there early. We don't get to meet him. Me and Molly go. She's a bit irritated because we're not meeting MatPat. I go, let's go look at these high-end jewelry stores. Because we go in one. I just go in a shop.
So look at things we can't buy. That'll make you feel better.
I go in a shop and we go in and I'm like, oh my God, I think this is a high-end shop. Molly's like, oh, we shouldn't go in here. But there's some art in it. So I go, we're going in, Molly. Let's go look at the art. It's free. You're allowed to go in just because there's an exhibition or whatever. So I go in and there's this big, proper security guard. I'm thinking, God, it must be expensive in here. How expensive is it? It's like 3 security. And then Molly goes, Tom. I go, what? She goes, Tom. And I bang into someone. Molly yanks me. And then Molly goes, that was Doja Cat. I don't want Doja Cat. She goes, yeah, it was. Turn around. Look. I turn around. Blinking Doja Cat.
You just elbowed
And
her.
I think I walked into a security, but I was so stunned because he was fucking wham as fuck, the security man.
Yeah.
And then I see Doja Cat and I think, oh my God, I could have got a photo with her or been like, Jack Manifold, you had a Twitter exchange with him once.
Yeah.
I could have gone.
Yeah, you could have mentioned our Twitter interaction, see if she remembered.
Whenever I meet someone, I always feel like deserving of a photo because of all the times I've been recognised. So I think I deserve this. I should get a photo.
You're the exact opposite of me because I can't hassle people because I know people do it to me and I get the feeling. I'm like, you might not like it. I don't want to do that to you.
No. If I've been through it, so should you. That's what I think.
I met Biba Doobie the other day and I didn't ask her for a photo for this exact reason.
Oh, mate. I nearly trailed Doja, but she got in an SUV with blacked out windows. So
because you almost tried to kill her, then she went, I'm in danger, I better leave.
At this point, I've just bumped into Doja Cat. I'm thinking, oh, God, what's going on? It's Wild to the Musical. I didn't even get to meet Doja Cat. I've ignored MatPat. But this is when my night turns around. It's before the worst moment. I go, excuse me, what's the most expensive thing in here?
Why have you done that?
He goes, I speak to this man.
Why on earth have you done that?
Why?
That's such a prickish thing to ask.
So I go, what's the most expensive thing in here? It's under some glass. And he goes, oh, this is a lapis lazuli ring. I go, come and say it again. Lapis lazuli ring. Can you believe that? Because I fully thought lapis was just in Minecraft.
Oh my God.
Like he would have gone, it's a bloody netherite ring. I couldn't believe it. So I was going, Molly, lapis is real. Lapis is real. She's going, Tom, this is a really expensive store. And you just banged into Doja Cat. Stop being a prick. I go, Molly, there's a bit of 19 grand lapis in this jar. This is mad. So we're well excited. From this one on.
We're excited or you're excited?
I'm well excited. I'm buzzing. And then we go and sit in the theatre. It's quite an intimate theatre. It's a lot of seats, but it's intimate. And we go sit in, and you know me, Jack, I have to rejig my trousers a lot.
You do.
So we're in there, and the musical starts. It's just brilliant, but it's quite sad. And there's this bit where he's playing the piano, and it's all sad. And I go, oh yeah, let's rejig. And then as I go to lie down, I have the world's creakiest chair. And throughout the whole musical, while he's doing this sad, really quiet number, you hear me rejigging. And people start turning around looking
Why
at
would
me.
you not just sit still?
Because I needed to rejig. I was getting uncomfortable. And then it happens again. I have to rejig. And Molly's properly looking at me now thinking you're being a prick. But I'm going, because she's been thinking I've been a prick all night because of banging into Doja Cat. And
You elbowed Doja Cat and screamed about lapis in a really nice store.
I know, and now I'm rejigging my pants loudly in this theatre that MatPat invited to, and I ignored MatPat. And it was when I was rejigging.
You've been an awful guy that day.
No.
The worst moment of the week is I was a menace.
No, but isn't that sick though about lapis?
I knew it was real.
Oh.
Did you not know it was real?
Oh, all right. Well, anyway, that was mad.
But
That would literally be like, we have a fucking netherite.
Yeah, but obviously netherite isn't real because the nether isn't real, but lapis lazuli.
Imagine if I said, what's the most expensive thing? And we go, oh yeah, over here's the studded elytra. I would have been like, what?
I get it, but lapis lazuli is just a blue mineral. It's how we made blue dye back in the day. It used to be more expensive than gold on account of it was really rare.
But like, I have this proper personal connection to lapis because I did this song in year 5 called Redstone Lapis. And so
hang on. It's not skirt over that. How does that go?
I give you a rendition. Redstone lapis, redstone lapis, redstone lapis. It's not my best work, and I got bullied for it too. But guess what? It wasn't me that bullied me.
What do you mean that? What did they bully? What did they say?
That is a shit song, pal. So I don't go on about it.
That's why it stayed in the dark.
I know, but now knowing that lapis is costly, I don't know. It was just nice.
It is costly. It's expensive stuff.
Yeah, I know. But anyway, so that was my worst moment. Was when it was the creaking going on.
I think the thing I feel bad.
I think yours is worse.
You know, yeah. This is the thing. You know, if you were the guy sat in the theater trying to enjoy MatPat's, as you say, brilliant show,
yeah, and some guy was
creaking, I go
screaming about lapis and hurting Doja Cat, and
I'd say, you know what, Tom, you had a bad moment, but because you were the guy making everyone else feel bad, I feel like you had a fine moment and everyone else suffered.
It was probably Molly's worst moment of the week.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's Molly's worst moment, and I was subjected to having an awful, but not. I still had a great holiday, but I just did have to. Like, I'd go to the toilet and a man next to me go, you were in that they were all everyone was, it was a 2E cruise, so they were all very northern.
God.
And they're all like, you were in that show. How did he do that? He put one time he did a lot of tricks with me. He put my card in a bottle of wine, but he hadn't opened the wine. How did you get the card in there? I don't know, but I've still got the bottle of wine with a card in it. And he's like, have you still got that wine? There's I get asked two things frequently. Have you still got that wine, or have you drunk that wine?
People wanted the wine.
A lady told me, an old lady, she gave me a bit of wisdom. She went, she's like, you need to buy a wine shelf, like a wine cabinet. You need to put that bottle in there, so whenever people come to your house, you have a story, and you can show them the wine. Well, that's great. You know, I'm just about to move house. I've got room for a wine cabinet. I'm going to do that. But then I had to, the bottle, I don't mean to spoil how he might have done the trick, but I noticed that when I turn the wine upside down, it leaks a bit. So I think he may have played with the entrance a bit to get the card in there.
Yeah.
So I was like, how am I going to get this home without pouring wine all over my clothes?
What, did you get to keep the wine?
Yeah.
Oh, can I just say, whoever this man was, he sounds like he needs to upgrade from boat magician.
He gave me a lot of stuff. He gave me a card. He gave me my £20 back with my name on it. So I can't really. Can I spend this now? It has Jack written on it in big letters. But then I put it in the slot machine at the casino and it worked. So I went, never mind. And then I lost it all because slot machines.
Because that's gambling.
Yeah, slot machines don't often go very well.
So cruise, right? You were on this cruise. Can you? Because I've never been on a cruise, and I accept that ferry to France. But does that count?
That's a ferry. That's a different thing. It's not really.
Yeah,
they're big-ish. They got a bit of stuff going on, don't they?
You got like a Costa.
Yeah, it's not much more than that, is it really?
Because I'd rather go sit in Mexico, you know, if I was going to go on a holiday. Well, what is the...
This is why I liked it.
Pitch this cruise to me, because it sounds a bit much to me.
I wanted to do a cruise ever since we did the tour, right? Because I really liked the idea of, I get on a moving vehicle that is also my bed. It takes me whilst I sleep to a new place that I get to explore in the day.
Yeah.
And then in the evening, I get back on to my moving bed and go somewhere else. And it's like traveling without all the travel.
Is there a curfew? Can you get kicked
There
off?
There is a curfew, yeah.
If you don't get back on the cruise, do they leave
They'll
you?
ditch you. I think it happened on our first night. I think a couple got ditched.
Oh, fuck. With all their bags on the cruise still?
I don't know. They were just like, they kept saying over the tannoy, like, if these two people are here, call reception. And they just never did. And then eventually we took off.
Fuck.
So, well, maybe they did call. I mean, I don't think they'd announce afterwards, don't worry, we've got them. Like, I don't think that's how, I don't think they do that. So I never know. But, yeah. So you get on the boat.
Yeah.
So sometimes you start in the UK, but we flew. So we went from Bristol to Dubrovnik in Croatia.
Oh, yeah.
And then they took us on a little bus to the boat.
Yep.
No, actually, we missed the bus because I had a poo. This was a bad start to the holiday. Eleanor was very annoyed at me for missing the bus.
Is that not your worst moment?
No, because then I just went to the guy and he went, the bus is gone. We'll get you a cab.
How pissed off was she?
She was a bit pissed. She was more stressed.
Yeah,
she did give me all. This is the thing. She couldn't be too pissed off because I went, I need a poo, and she went, go for a poo. That was her responsibility.
That's her fault. You could have firmed it like I did earlier.
I could have firmed it, but she told me I could go, so I went. And then I missed the thing. So anyway, we missed the bus.
That's it. That's on her.
That's what I said. But anyway, we went out on the cab. We got on the boat. And then we were like really confused because they give you, actually I've still got it. They give you a cruise card. This is my cruise card for the visual viewers.
Mr. Jack Manifold. Oh, wow. You're a C rank, are you?
No, it gives me my muster station. Your muster station is where you go if the boat's sinking. If the boat starts sinking...
It's called a muster station.
They've got a lot of words. lot of only nautical.
boat.
If you want to get off the boat, you go to the gangway.
Really?
Yeah, I know the way of the gang now.
That's not what it's called in Nottingham. Gangway's a very different thing.
You go the gangway to get off the boat.
All right.
Hey, my muster station was C. It was right near the cocktail bar. I thought that's a pretty good station to go if we were in danger.
Yeah.
Because I could get a danger cocktail. Anyway, so yeah, you get on the boat. You have to go to your muster station to prove you know what you're doing. They scan your little card. They go, great, you're on holiday now. Do what you want. On the boat, let me just tell you what there is, right?
Yep.
There was a pool.
Lovely.
Actually, there's two pools because there's a pool in the spa. That's like a spa pool.
Okay.
And then there's like a holiday pool. It's on the top deck. It's outside under the sun. Where you're cruising in the ocean, just go have a dip in the pool, lay on the sun lounges.
Can you go in the You don't go in the ocean.
We did, but not as part. You can't off the cruise ship. When we were in Montenegro for my birthday, we went on a speedboat tour around Montenegro, and then they let us jump off the boat
Just
into
like
the
park
sea.
in the sea during the day.
You park at a port. They're called. You dock at a port. It's not called parking.
You don't just like chill in the sea ever.
Yeah,
They're always
there was
driving.
one day where we were just at sea the whole day.
Was it driving about?
Yeah.
See, I'd be a bit worried there because what if I don't know.
It sometimes gets a little rocky. Not too bad. But I remember one time being in the pool and then looking and the boat was really going like this. And I was like, oh, we're rocking.
See, fuck that. Absolutely
It was fine though. You live. I just chilled in the pool.
Could you work on the cruise? Did you have signal and Wi-Fi?
Not when you're out in the middle of the ocean. You're supposed to. The boat has Wi-Fi, but it doesn't always work. But get this, it's all inclusive, right? So you pay to be on the boat, and everything's...
Trust me, they call me Tom All-Inclusive Simons, right?
That doesn't shock me. I'm not a big all-inclusive guy, but this is my first all-inclusive.
This isn't the Grounded episode, is it?
Why? It was a 2E cruise. Trust me, it was as grounded as cruise can get.
Okay, all right,
this is one thing I liked about it, because I don't think you would like a uppity cruise, because there was like a night called Dress to Impress where you had to dress up.
Well, I'd like an uppity. I can get uppity.
I don't think I would have been able to relax, but this was like a real salt of the earth kind of cruise. Like every night you'd go on the pool deck and they'd play a little bit of like Amy Winehouse. There'd be a band singing Amy Winehouse.
Yeah.
And there
Thinking out loud.
And there was a big... On the pool deck, there was a big video wall screen like we had on tour.
Oh, yeah.
And they had a camera. They just filmed random people like on the... It was really odd. It was really fun, though.
That's fun.
But,
yeah, I don't know, man. It's sounding a bit much. You've not pitched it very well.
Well, no, because I think what I liked is you could just do whatever. Like, we just get back on the boat after we've been wandering around a place for the day. We get back on, we go chill around the pool for a bit, have a swim, and we'd go back to our room. We had a balcony so I could sit out and look out to the ocean as we set off. And then we'd go for dinner in one of the restaurants. And then we could go to one of the bars, chill out, go see a show in the evening. Some nights they did movie nights.
What movies did they have on?
The big screen on the deck, they would play movies.
What, any good ones?
They played the Bob Marley biopic. But it was... So I went out. I really wanted to go see a movie on the boat. I thought, I want to go see a movie. I went out. It was called Movies Under Moonlight. And you went out, and it was out on the deck, and the whole sound system that usually play music was playing the audio, and they had the big screen. But the screen was pretty badly damaged and weathered through being at sea all the time.
Yeah.
So it had a lot of dead pixels. And for some reason, it had the movies all squished in 4:3 ratio. And the audio quality was particularly bad. And I don't know if you ever heard Bob Marley has a very thick Jamaican accent. I wasn't really following the story too
it was
well.
a bit of a challenge.
So I watched it for about 10 minutes, went, I can say I've done it. Sort of.
Yeah, you watched a movie on a tattered boat.
Yeah, I went to the casino.
I'm sorry.
There was a casino.
I don't like gambling. I've not done it
I
yet.
didn't after
I
this.
could get an addiction.
Because I lost a lot.
160 quid, you said?
Well, no.
That was one night.
Well, what it was, me and Ellie kept... The first night, we went, you know what, we're going to take out £50 each, and that's going to be our gambling money. But I lost my... the first night, Ellie made loads of money.
Yeah.
And I lost 8 quid. And I thought, that's not terrible. It's only 8. You know, I've been up and down, up and down. I ended with 42. I thought, whatever. Next night, I went back. I lost it all immediately. It's because I went on the slot machines. They will get you. They're the slot machines, they look fun, right? Because you sit there and you press a button.
This is some gambling tips.
Here's some gambling tips. This is what a slot machine is. If you've never done gambling before, this is what happens. You press you put some money in a machine. You press a button. Costs like a quid to spin.
Yeah.
And a bunch of colours fly by that you don't really know what they mean.
Yeah. Because there's all fruits in that.
Fruits
and gems and shit.
We did one. There's one I like called Buffalo. It's different animals. I love Buffalo. I won a lot of money on Buffalo in Vegas anyway.
I feel like
But look,
you've done a lot of gambling here, pal.
The mind that. The colors go, and I watch them dead eagerly, and then I don't really get how it works. So just sometimes it goes, "You won!" and I go, "Grr!" and I get money, and sometimes I don't get any money. That's most of the time.
Yeah.
But sometimes you get money. But this time I pressed all 20 quid and I got none.
I thought that story was going somewhere.
Yeah, it was that I lost all the money.
A lot of money. All right.
So anyway, yeah, you can do all sorts on a boat. Eat food, gamble, watch
I think
stuff.
I'm just going to go somewhere with land.
Well, we went to land every day. So like every day you could book excursions on the boat and they would take you off the boat.
I know what an excursion is.
Yes. Well,
they literally call me Tom Excursion Simons.
Well, then you'll know that, guess what? This is what we did.
Yeah.
Day one, we went to a water park.
Oh. But get this. Sorry, but Molly has a fear of water parks.
What?
She does not like them one bit. She doesn't like
the whole thing, or like maybe just the slides, or just
all of it.
Could she not swim?
No, she can swim. We go in the sea.
But what's the danger? She can swim.
It's like uncomfortable. She don't like it. It's not a fear of danger. It's a fear of ugh.
What's about a water park?
And that's what I've been
fun
saying.
And great.
That's what I've been saying.
They're my two things.
That's like two things I'm always convincing her. Water park and having kids. She's just very against.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't have any kids, but I did go to water park day one. Then
You're not having kids?
No, I didn't have any kids on the cruise, is what I'm saying.
I'm not having any kids now. When we're, 28.
I might have some later, yeah. But anyway, that wasn't what I was talking about.
What if you have...
Okay. No,
what if you have a girl and I have a boy, and then we make them date, like in The Sims? But it's fine if they want to change.
Very heteronormative. It was very... What if we just had sons and made them date? They could be, we could have gay
if
sons.
you have a straight daughter and I'll have a straight son, and we make them date, and then we create this incredible bloodline.
Yeah, then we're family, I suppose, aren't we?
Yeah. Well, I see us already as family. But it's fine if your daughter's gay. It's fine if my son's trans as well, but whatever happens, they have to end up together. That's my only rule as a
Just
father.
as long as whatever they end up being is compatible.
It's compatible, yeah.
Okay, yeah, we can
go whichever direction they want, but let's just make sure that
they mesh somehow.
We end up with a Tommy Manifold legacy.
Yeah, the Innit Manifold family.
Can you imagine
We'll do a big merger. It'll be
a huge merger, and we'll announce it like in The Godfather, like Italians do.
like Italians.
No, when they're like our two families.
All Italians.
All the
merge
Sopranos
families.
are like our two families that came together.
Yeah, we'll bring our families together through a marriage, arranged marriage
of our kids.
Yeah, arranged marriage.
Yeah,
it's great for business.
This is the sort of thing.
Why did we get rid of arranged marriage? Because all the big business guys were doing arranged marriage with their kids back in the day, and that's how they got bigger businesses,
isn't it?
We'd be a huge business if we just could have some kids and force marry them.
In it.
What topic are we on? We had like a plan.
Tommy and Molly broke up.
Oh, not you and Tommy. Tommy Fury and Molly May. They broke up, and we thought we'd talk about it.
I couldn't believe.
Do you give much of a shit?
No. But this is bad. It was posted in my Reddit, and then everyone was freaking out really seriously. And then Technodad messaged me going, "Isn't this really funny?" And I was asleep, and then he went, "Oh no, it's been taken down. I must repost it." So he's just been trolling all my fans.
Wait, Technodad has been telling
all like, "This is so funny that everyone thinks you and Molly have broke up." Oh no, hang on, it got took down off your Reddit for misinformation. Let me keep spreading it.
Yeah, some people saw Tommy and Molly breakup trending and thought it was him and his girlfriend and not Tommy Fury and Molly May. I keep wanting to call him Tommy in it, and it's really tripping me up. Tommy Innit and Molly May.
Yeah,
that's what you could do. You could take Molly May now, fob your Molly off, and go step in for Tommy Fury.
I could have two Molly. What if I collect the Mollys? She might.
She's single now.
Yeah, but she only been broken up with for about a day and a half, and she's gonna think
it takes a few days to edit.
I've got all the.
She'll be over it by the time this is all edited.
I've got a few Tommy. I've got a Tommy coming my way. And what if Molly sees this? I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll go, Molly, I'll be with you all of the time. But when I want to go to water parks and when I want to have kids, that's when I spend time with Molly May.
Molly May already has a kid, so you don't even have to. It's already sorted.
All right, well, then you need to hurry up then. So we can put together.
Get my shit together. Well, no, it's just crazy to me how quickly it made news. Like, everyone was like...
Has it made news?
Yeah, I was in Bristol train station. I saw a newspaper. It says, right at the front, it was like, Tommy Fury and Molly May break up.
Do you think if me and Molly break up, it'll be in Bristol news?
No, and I don't think anyone's breakup should be in Bristol news. Like, I think this is
yeah, it should.
I just think it's one of those things where it's like, you know what, I feel really bad for them. Because, like, they've got a kid and all this, and they have to put out these statements. And that, like, you know...
Yeah, but their kid's not old enough to know what's going on.
Divorce is bad. All right, I'm just going to go out and say that.
All right.
And what I'm saying is, I feel like divorce is already bad enough. And then when you have to deal with having a kid, making public statements about your divorce, and then it all being in the news and people speculating why you've had a divorce,
You know what you
it
should
probably
do?
makes the divorce worse.
You
And I
should
feel
go,
bad
I'm
for them.
sick of you, Tommy Fury. I'm going to challenge you to a duel, and you should box him.
Well, why am I getting involved?
Because you're sick of it.
No, I'm not. I feel sorry for them.
Hey, it's all well and good complaining, but it's time to take a stand.
No, I feel bad for them that the tabloids are making
well,
such a
then
fuss.
you should go in there and beat him up, Tommy
Why
Fury.
am I beating him up?
He's
I'm saying I
wronged
feel
Monet.
bad.
He's wronged her. And
We
now
don't
she has
know
to end
that.
up with fucking Tommy
We
in
don't know why they've split up. We
Can
don't
you imagine?
Neither of us give a shit. We don't know why it happened.
Can you imagine going from Tommy Fury to Tommyinnit? Wouldn't you be so sad? Imagine being a stepdaughter and thinking, oh,
And your dad was once Tommy Fury. Now
your dad was Tommy Fury, and now it's fucking Tommyinnit. Can you imagine? And now he's going, oh, I'm really sorry, but you have to marry Jack's
Jack
kid.
Manifold's kid.
No, I'm
whenever
sorry,
that
but
comes along.
we have to merge the families. We're done with the Fury family. We don't want to merge them. They've got no power anymore.
No, they do. Have you ever seen John Fury?
I've got his autobiography. My mum bought him.
Have you got John Fury's autobiography?
But I haven't read it because
He gouged a man's eye.
he
out.
gouged that man's eye out, didn't he?
Yeah, accidentally. Though.
And that is how you get power in the family.
You ever heard that story? Because the way he tells it is really funny. He gouged a man's eye out in a fight,
Yeah.
and he got him banned from America. And Tyson was fighting out in America, and he wanted to go, and he's like, I can't go, but because he's like, I can't go to America because I've got a criminal record because I gouged a man's eye out, but it was on accident. And he just kept stressing that he didn't mean to gouge his eye out.
There was one of them thumb slips.
But I thought when you put your thumb in someone's eye socket, John,
John.
it's one of the risks. But anyway, I don't want to start because if we keep going on about John in a few
'cause
days,
all we've done so far for the Fury family is go on about how we're going to get with his missus. Now we're insulting the dad. Tommy Fury's going to come down Brighton and go.
Well, I'm scared that we're going to get a John call out. Have you ever seen John call out?
He's terrifying.
He goes on, he's like, right, you and me, we're going to have a fight, and I'm going to batter you, and you're going to die.
But it was an accident with that eye.
But when you die, it'll be an accident, and I'm not going to jail. And our Tyson will have you, because Tyson Fury is the greatest fighter there's ever been. That's my John Fury impression. I practice that in the mirror
Really good
sometimes.
impression.
I follow a Twitter account called Out of Context John Fury, and it just posts John Fury every once in a while. So I've got a lot of material.
That was very good.
Should we move on?
Yeah, we've got a lot to get through.
Oh,
in
I want to.
15
You know what?
minutes,
Since we were talking about Tommy and Molly, I want to ask you about you and your Molly.
what
Because
about her?
last week you were complaining a lot because she was going to have to come live with you,
Ugh.
and I wanted to know how that's been going. And you sighed immediately. So-
I don't know. You know what? It's not been anywhere near as bad as I thought. Because she fell out with me before she moved in because I was making such explicit boundaries. I was going, right, you know, this is my bed. Sometimes I'm going to need to chill in here for a few hours and listen to Kanye West. You just have to accept that. You're just going to have to go somewhere else. All right? Because sometimes I need my me time since tour. I need that, Molly. She went, all right. This is my kitchen. You got to make sure you're washing up your dishes. We're not going to have no clutter. Or just put them in the dishwasher. But all these boundaries I set, she's been great with. Very respectful. But get this. I like to wake up in my own time. And I was in bed, and I wake up and go, oh, what's that? First of all, she's exiled me to the side of the bed that I don't like being on. Now, I've already been exiled before, Jack, so having to go through it again.
She just do a Dream SMP reference.
Having to go through it again is pretty... So I'm on the side of the bed, my not-so-preferred side. All right, because she likes being next to the chargers. That's fine, you know?
You have chargers on either side.
No, don't have a plug extender, man.
Buy an extension lead, man.
Yeah.
It's going to save your life.
It would really help with this scenario.
Yeah. Anyway, carry on. Now we've got a solution. Tell me what the problem is.
Yeah, but I have to buy one and wait for it, and it's a whole thing.
You'll be all right.
Yeah, come on, I'm never going to remember that. Anyway, so she's on the side of the chargers. This is getting already a bit on my nerves because sometimes I come up with ideas in the middle of the night.
And you want to...
And I have to get them down. And sometimes a voice note, I can't do that no more because I got to be respectful. Anyway, it's a whole thing. But I like waking up at my own time, right?
Mhm.
And Molly was annoyed at me because she was asleep and I went, Molly. And she turned around and I was peering over her and she screamed a bit because she was shocked.
What did you do? Why?
I just made a jump, but I didn't mean to.
Why did you want to wake her so badly?
I just think I just wanted to chat. I was bored. Something like that.
I would hate if you did that to me. I get so angry when I get woken up for no reason.
Anyway, and this is going to lead into my story. I was asleep. It was about 10, 11 a.m. And I told her I wanted to get up at 10, but she knows that if I'm sleeping, I would prefer to stay asleep. And so she starts prodding me lightly. I go, what's this? I get prodded in my dream. I wake my eyes, she's prodding me. And once I've not had my litre of water in the morning, I cannot talk. And so she's prodding me and I go, and then I go back to bed. But that really pissed me off that I got woken up by the prodding.
That was it.
That was it. Yeah, that was it.
So far, she's been really respectful. She's respected every boundary you put in. But one time, because you asked her to wake you up at 10, she woke you up at 10 and it pissed you off.
A lot.
And then she didn't even try again. She did the right.
I went back to bed, yeah.
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 And you slept and it was.
But she's on the side with the charges, man. You got
that would upset me a bit. Cause I'm the child. Ellie's reckless. She will just like put her phone down somewhere and sleep.
Oh, no.
And then in the morning she'll go, it's not charged. And I'll go, I wonder why.
We're all about order in this family. And that's why the Tommy Manifold legacy is going to be, we're going to create such a strong order. But it's been fine. It's actually been all right and nice.
That's good. That's really good. I'm happy for you. I really am.
Do you know what I'm mad is when she did a 19-hour stream for the stream battle and she came in and she was just mental.
What?
Because she'd been awake for 2 days. She'd been awake for a day.
What do you mean she was mental?
Well, you would be, wouldn't you, if you stay awake for a day? And I kept going, she's going, oh, why do I feel a bit off? And I went, because you just stayed up for 20 hours, you freak. She didn't get it.
20 hours isn't crazy.
Sitting playing Minecraft chat with Average Harry is.
That would be a bit much, yeah, actually. Never mind. Well, yeah, you've sold me on that. I'm glad I didn't do... Did you only do it for an hour, like you said?
I did it for an hour, but Tubbo would enable... He was like, what if I turn on all the lucky blocks? So I couldn't hack it, man. It was too much going on.
Too much mods.
It was the equivalent of a cruise.
Well, no, cruises are great. And I tried to call Harry from the cruise. I said I'd call him every day just to show him how good I had it and how bad he had it. But it was only 1 day long. And right as I called him, Tubbo had ended and raided him, so he buttoned me. Which I thought was harsh.
How good I have it and how bad you have it.
Well, I was chilling on my...
You're going to call him every day to show him how bad he has it.
I was in the middle of the ocean, chilling on my balcony, right? With a drink in hand. I had a beer in hand. Drank a lot of beer.
All right, come on. What's our next?
I came back from this holiday the heaviest I've ever been in my life, which tells me I had a good time.
What's wedding style photo shoot? You've wrote that down.
Oh, yeah. Well, here's another boat thing.
God, you don't half bang on about this boat.
I've been on a boat for a week, and it's a podcast where we recap our
personality, isn't it?
We're doing the podcast where we recap our week. So I'm talking about the boat I've been on for a week.
If you get all your boatness into,
they had a photo studio. They had a photography studio on the boat.
Oh yeah,
you can go get professional pictures taken.
Well, I do that already.
I know, as do I. But we were on the. That's good.
That was my signature move.
I like that.
When I've done a swag thing.
Oh, yeah. Nice. Do that some more. But anyway, we were on the pool deck and a guy came and took a picture of us. His name's G. Shout out G. I hope he sees this.
Shout out G.
He slowly got to learn what we did for a living, so he might see this. So shout out you if you see it.
My G.
So G took pictures on the boat and he's like, hey, we do photo shoots. They're like an hour long. There's no obligation to buy any of the pictures after you've done it. It's completely free.
Oh, hang on. What? You have to buy them after?
Yeah, you have to buy the pictures. But he's like, the photo shoot's free. If you like the pictures, you can buy them afterwards. Do you want to do a photo shoot? We went, all right, cool. We'll do a photo shoot. So we get dressed up nice. We go have like a couple's photo shoot. But then halfway through, when we're doing this couple's photo shoot, he was like, now hold her like this. Give her a kiss. And I'm like, this is wedding photography is what he's doing. And I essentially had like what was wedding photography done on a cruise ship. And it got me thinking like, one day I'm going to get married to Ellie and we're going to have to do this all over again.
Hopefully.
That is my, hopefully she says yes if I ask, yeah.
Yeah.
I think she will. On
it would just be bad.
Be weird. We've been together 2 years now. It'd be weird if she then turned around and went, oh, but I had no intention of going that far.
No, people going to be together for 2 years and then not stay together.
Not us. But anyway, so we had
all right, guys. Oh no.
We had this.
All right, guys. Now, future us, cut back to this and go, that aged badly.
It's not going to happen.
Right.
Anyway, we had these pictures taken. And it just felt like wedding photography. And it got me thinking about how I reckon I could get married in the next couple of years.
Really?
And I wanted to say that because I figured you would have that reaction.
I can't believe that. No.
Why?
You don't know if she's the one.
I do. I've decided. What do you mean I don't know? How do you know I don't know?
Wow, because there's a million billion people out there.
Yeah, you don't get to meet all of them. I've met one that...
First of all, apologies to Eleanor if you ever watch this segment.
I pre-warned her, I'm going to mention this to Tom because he's going to get freaked out.
I will get outraged. It's nothing personal.
He's going to go, no way, you can't get married now.
You can't. You're too young, pal. You're 22. Anyway, you're not getting married, pal.
I think
it's
within the next couple of years, I think I will.
Don't be Can I be best man?
No.
Oh, well, then you're definitely not.
It would be either my little brother or Sarge.
Your brother? He's already going to be a groom, isn't he? I can't be a groom.
No, I'm the groom.
Who am I thinking of?
Are you thinking of the groomsman?
I'm not being a groomsman. I want to be best man. I don't want to have the word groom in my name.
Yeah, as a Minecraft YouTuber, you got to avoid the word groom like the plague.
I can't have the word groom in my name.
But can
I be best man?
No.
And then can I make your brother a head groomsman?
No, you can be a groomsman. You can be a groomsman, which is a great honour, by the way, to be a groomsman at my wedding.
I'll be flower lad.
No, the flower boy will be Ellie's nephew.
Fuck off. He's going to be shit.
You pick a little boy. You actually, you don't do a flower boy. You're a page boy who brings the rings, and you do a flower girl.
I know what I'll do.
And Ellie has a conveniently timed niece and nephew who are young, boys and girls, which is perfect.
I'll put on my red and white top and I'll pretend again.
to be a young boy.
Hello? And I'll go down.
Hello, wedding.
Boys, welcome back to the wedding. It'll be sick. So you're
going to be one of the groomsmen with...
And do you know what I'll do? I'll play Tyler the Creator as I walk down as well. Flower boy.
Oh, I like that album, but no. What? He's not a flower. It's a flower girl and a page boy.
Oh, I'm not being page boy.
I've been a page boy in my time.
Fuck's a page boy? I'm not.
They bring the rings.
No, but you're not getting married.
Would you marry Molly ever?
Maybe later down the line.
But how much later?
Oh, around 27, 28.
Why though? Like nothing happens. We just have a nice day with all our friends. And then, I get to call my wife.
Because if we break up, then I have an ex-wife. If we break up now, I just have another ex-girlfriend.
Yeah, but why are you less likely to break up when you're 27?
I don't know. Once I can firmly go, I'll be with you forever. That's when I'm married.
I've done that now. I didn't even sigh about it.
No, you're only 22. You can only say that once you're about 27.
Why?
Because you're too young, pal. You're just too young.
Phil's married, exactly.
Well, he's fucking 32, and he's old.
Yeah, but how long have him and Kristen been together before they were married?
All right, but
only a couple of years. Me and Ali have been together a couple of years.
I love Phil, but he's not going to Hollywood, is he? You could be.
I can have a wife and go to Hollywood.
You don't want a wife if you're going to Hollywood, pal. Trust me.
Wow. Is that what are you saying? You'd leave Molly if you went to Hollywood for a better Hollywood wife?
100%. I've watched enough autobiopics to know that's just what you have to do. No, I wouldn't
really do that. I would keep my current girlfriend as my wife.
Look. After the London Apollo show, when everyone else went out clubbing, I had the best bit of my year was when me and Molly sat in my hotel room and we just ate pizza and chatted. And it was lovely. And in that moment, I thought, you're my soulmate. But equally, I can't be sure. All right? And neither can you. So that's why you got to wait till you're a bit older. And this is to any viewers out there.
That was almost so sweet. But anyway, look, I'll do it one day. I got a question for you. Another question.
Yeah,
I asked you a lot of questions this week. I want to know.
But I had to hear about all this cruise.
I just want to hear about. You brought up some stuff last week that I want to check in on. One of them being, last week I acknowledged the fact that several times when we've done the test episodes, your worst moment of the week has been pissing yourself, and we concluded that you piss yourself at least once a week. And I wanted to double check: have you pissed yourself this week?
I have. Yeah.
Tell the story.
I have. Why don't we just make it a segment? Tom's pissed myself for the week.
Assuming you do piss yourself. Do you really actually piss yourself every week?
I get a bit on. I have a piss-related catastrophe every week. This one was a catastrophe. I was on the train, coming back down from Nottingham with Molly. Molly was sat quite far down the train. And I was having my wee, train toilets. And it was on these shorts, actually. Oh, Christ, I haven't washed them. But it was on this.
No, you weren't pissed in shorts.
Oh, everything I wear is pissed in. Don't worry about that. You're in a bloody pissed in office. All right, anyway. So I got a little dribble on this, and I thought, real tiny bit. And I thought, I don't want to walk back. Because when you're walking back and everyone's sat down, they're perfectly at crotch height. So I thought,
oh, they are.
I don't want to be walking back with the dribble. So I go, you know what I'm going to do? I'll get some water and I'll wipe it down. So I get some water and I wipe it down. And then I go, oh, fuck. Now it looks like looks like I've actually mega pissed myself. Or just like I'm an idiot that wipes his hands on his thing. And Molly's quite a long way down the carriage, and I go, shit.
Imagine you get recognised, and they go, TommyInnit, you've pissed yourself.
I know, and so I'm thinking, I've got to firm this. And there's two lads as well, and I'm thinking those lads are going to recognise me because they gave me
The look.
They gave me that look. You know, the like.
Yeah, people give you the look. I've seen it.
You've seen people give me. I get the look fucking all the fucking.
I'll be getting the look.
I know, but
we
all get
horrible.
the
No,
look.
it's great.
I love the look.
It's lovely. It's
I
lovely.
love the look. Except when it's a gang.
Yeah, when the gang gives you.
When the gang gives you a look, and then you hear the. And you go, oh no.
Yeah, when someone wearing gang colours gives you a look, and then they try and consult you.
That's never happened with me.
No, that's a lie. I won't tell that story now. We'll tell it on the Patreon. Remind me on the Patreon of a story related to gangs.
Anyways.
And getting recognised by them.
All right. So I get a bit of wet on me and I go, I'm going to firm this. And I walk down. I can feel people's eyes on me. And I fucking sprint that. Well, I don't sprint, but I'm sort of firming my leg over here. And it was just this embarrassing moment. And I remember looking in the mirror thinking to myself, fuck. I was sat in that East Midlands toilet thinking, this is my worst moment of the week. And then I banged into Doja Cat. So I was wrong.
I think the thing that gets me about you, because you have a weak bladder medically, right? And like, you know what? I can excuse when you piss yourself in your sleep or, because you just couldn't help
I've
it.
had medically weak bladder.
You were at the toilet.
Scissored balls. I've had it all, pal. I've had it all.
You just pissed on yourself this time. You didn't piss. Like, you just did that. You had bad you have bad aim too?
It's like a sprinkler.
What? Sometimes.
Sorry, all your listeners are going to hear it's like a sprinkler and they hear me make a cracking sound. And I did like a little...
He gestured with his hands. When you pee and like you think the stream's going to come out one way, but something's wrong that day. I don't know what it is, and it comes out a way.
That's
you don't
every
expect.
day for me. That's every day.
Let's wrap the main episode. How's the worm doing?
Oh yeah,
we'll speak about this on the Patreon. £5, by the way. It's good value.
Is it? It might be a tenner.
All right. Well, we haven't worked out the value yet. We think it's a £5, but it might be a tenner. You'll work it out.
You'll know at this point.
Well, I'll dub over my mouth whatever the value is. The value.
Okay, now edit. Just keep it as the value. Him saying the value.
The value. He sat right there.
Oh,
you
sorry.
went editor. Now he sat fucking right there, man.
Where are they?
How are they doing this week?
This?
Well, we probably should look for them, really, shouldn't we?
Can you see him?
Not on this side. Oh, yes, I can.
Audio listeners, he's looking for a worm.
I found a worm. Here he is.
Oh yeah,
this one. I think that's microphone.
Hey Jack. Try thumping on the top and see if they go to the top and try and get really aggressive.
I don't feel like we should do no worms. I feel like Peter will message us and say, we're taking
what's
down
Peter
your
going to
podcast.
do? We're above Peter.
But
thump them and see if they come up like the
thumping
sandworms.
the worms.
Like the sandworms, mate. Like,
he's just there.
I'm talking sandworms.
But I don't really know if he's not really doing anything.
Oh, he's not dead, is he?
Okay. I think I should give him a medical tap just to see if he moves.
That was a June theme.
Oh, he's alive. He moved.
Oh,
he's moving. Look.
Let's see.
This is the first time he's ever moved on camera.
Oh, I told you got to thump him, man.
Yeah, he's alive. The worm is well. A bit moist, but well.
Phew.
There we are.
Oh, fucking hell.
So there we are. That's the episode. That is the Shut Up I'm Talking podcast episode 2. The cruise episode.
The crapisode.
The crapisode, that's what we're calling it.
But not the
Hope you enjoyed.
crapisode. Do not call it the crapisode.
Never call it the crapisode. It was a great episode.
All right, guys, do hit subscribe, hit whatever follow or whatever stupid shit's on whatever stupid. But if you're watching this on Deezer, hit fucking.
I don't know where we are, but look, just follow us. Make sure you don't miss episodes. That's all it really is. Just watch the next one.
Now we're going to go over to our Patreon, which is in the description.
It is.
And I'm going to make this sound.
No, I want to make the noise this week.
Oh, no. I was really excited to make the noise.
You made the noise last
really
week.
Excited to make the
You made the noise. All right, we'll make a noise together. What noise should we make? Cool. All right, we're going to make this noise. And if you go over to the Patreon, we'll still be making the noise. 3, 2, 1.